Well, hello. Hi, Terry. How you doing? I just talked to her earlier today, and I told her earlier today I was going to make a video today, and she said, "Yeah, right. I'll believe it when I see it." Pretty much is what she said, which I really can't blame her because I've been saying for the last 3 months I'm going to make a video, and I'm just now doing it. It's been a couple of minutes. The last time I was on here was toward the end of November. It was right before I think Thanksgiving. And I wasn't on this channel. I was on the Absent Minded Stitchers channel that I do with Terry. Um, and then I've been busy. I had my daughter Samantha. Most of y'all know who Samantha was. I've seen her off and on in here since I started doing videos. She was pregnant. Due in December 22nd, she was due. So at the beginning of December, I started going over there and help her get ready for the baby, get the room together, go through everything she got at her baby shower, make a list of what else she needs, and getting her house ready, getting her ready. So I spent a lot of time over there. I wasn't stitching because of it. She had the baby, and cutest baby ever. She named it Amora. No, Amara. I keep saying Amoro, but I don't know. A weird name. I call her Sweet Pea. So, she is such a good baby. She's such a happy baby. She's never been colic. Now, she's a little fussy now, but she's getting a tooth in. So, once they put the stuff on her tooth, she's fine. I mean, she's a really good baby, which is good because that's what Samantha needed. I don't think she could. I don't think she would deal very well if it was a cranky baby. So, but I've been helping her out. She's fixing to go back to work. She just got a new job today. Well, I just found out she got it today. She had the interview yesterday, so she got it, and it's not a full-time job. It's at a assisted living facility, so it's per diem. When they need her, they'll call her in. So she may work 1 day a week. She may work 3 days a week, just whenever they need her. And that's being a receptionist. Now, she was a CNA for many years, and she let that lapse. She let her license lapse. But they told her if you go renew your license, get your license renewed, that they'll hire her full time for a CNA because everyone's looking for CNA. If you want a job where you can get hired like that, go become a CNA. They're everywhere is looking for. I mean, the turnover, and you got to be tough because it's not an easy job. But yeah, and you'll get lots of overtime. So she's thinking about doing that. But anyway, so between the baby being born and after the baby, helping her and everything, the end of 2025, I didn't stitch. I just didn't have the time. I was busy. Then the first of the year came around, and I didn't feel like stitching. I felt like crocheting. And the same thing happened to me last year. But at the beginning of the year, I made a bunch of Afghans because I didn't feel like stitching. I crocheted. Well, the same thing happened this year. This year, though, I didn't make Afghans. I'm going to show you what I made. So this is going to be like crochet and stitching because I do have one piece to show you that I started stitching on. But most of this is going to be crochet and my plans and what I got going on. Okay, so just don't leave, stay, okay? I'll try to be as entertaining as I can be. But for several years now, I have been wanting to start doing craft market, sell stuff at a craft market. And so I decided, I used to sell the beaded pins on Etsy. Well, I haven't had my Etsy shop up in a while. So I thought, well, I'll do that. I'll make beaded pins and sell them on Etsy. Well, I decided, why sell them just on Etsy? I'll start doing craft shows and take the beaded pins. And I thought, well, I was crocheting, and I was crocheting a bunch of hats and everything. I'm like, what am I going to do with all these hats? I'm like, duh, I'll sell them when I do craft markets. So I said, well, I want to do something else than just hats. So I did. And I actually had my first market a couple of weeks ago. It could have went better. It was on a really rainy and cold day, and like hardly no one showed up. You know, they were expecting big crowds, but because of the weather, very few people showed up. But I made money. In fact, the coordinator, she went around at the end of the day and talked to everyone, and I was one of the last people that she saw, and she asked me how I did, and I told her. She says, wow, so far you're the one that's made the most money here. I'm like, wow, that's cool. So, but it was really nice. I got another one coming up in here in a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I forget when, which is supposed to be a huge one. The one I went to, the first, I got hair in my face, hang on. The first one I went to, it was the first time they did this event. The one I'm going to in a couple of weeks, this is like the 7th year, and it's like a very well known event because it's a fundraiser in the name of a teacher who passed away several years ago that everyone loved and everything. So it's really huge. So I'm going to be doing that one, and I've been told that everyone usually does really well there. So I've been crocheting. I'm not going to show you the pins today that I make because they're all packed out and I couldn't get them. But before I do my next video, I'm going to pull some of the pins and stuff that I've made to show y'all because some of them are really cool. Right now, I'm just going to show you some of the crochet stuff I made and then show you the cross stitch that I started doing, and then that's it. Okay, so that's my plans going on. I'm hoping to do a couple of craft events, and if you do craft events, if you do market shows or whatever you want to call them, craft fairs or whatever, and if you have any advice or tips, please put them in the comments. I would appreciate it because I'm new at this and I've been watching a lot of videos and everything, but anything helpful would be appreciated. So let me show you what I've been crocheting for this market. All right. Can you tell what it is? It's a snake. A little snake. I sold 2 of these at the market. I did. I make them in different. I got 3 left because I'd made a total of 5. These take like no time at all. And I got these 3 left. I sold a pink one and I sold a blue one. So I'm going to have to make another pink and blue one here soon. Not too soon because I'm over crocheting now. I want to do some stitching. So I did these, and I sell them for $12. I think that's a fair. So I got snakes. And then, okay, I wanted to do frogs, but I didn't want to do, I've been watching a lot of videos of people who do crochet in markets, and they all do what they call this leggy frog, and they all sell the same one. It's like, okay, I want to do a frog, but I don't want to do the same one everyone else is doing. I want to do something different. So the first thing I found was this pattern for this little frog. And I'm like, okay, it's okay. But to me, it just looks like a green blob. I didn't particularly care for it. So I made it. And then I went and I looked and I found a pattern for this frog. And this frog, I got 2 of them, I love. Now, on the first one, I tapped down the legs because I felt that it was a little weird with the legs. But I'm not, the legs. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it. So yeah, I did these. I think these look more like frogs. And I like them. And they're cool, I think. Then I found this pattern. I thought this pattern was just too cute not to make. That's a little wiener dog. Look at the ears. And look at the body of the wiener dog and little legs. And I got 2 brown ones that I made like that. And everyone picked them up. Everyone liked them. And then for some reason, I made an orange one. I don't know why. Just because I thought maybe someone would like an orange one. And I'm gonna redo this part, I think. Did I do that on those? Yeah, I did it differently on those. I have since, see, I don't like the way this looks. And so, since I've done these, I bought the safety noses, like the eyes, their noses, and I got in like 3 different sizes. So that's what I'm going to start using from now on instead of that. Same thing. Let me put that there. Same thing with these. I made these, and it's like I need to, because these are little teddy bears. I need to put do the noses, but they're okay. I just, I don't know how much I like these. I got this one, and I sold one of these too. And I got this one, and I got this one that I put huge eyes on for some reason. I mean, he looks like he's surprised. So I got those. And I'm having so much fun making this stuff, really. And then, you know, if I have bears, I have to have bunnies. Same thing with the bunnies. I'm going to take this off and put the noses on them. I like the noses better. So I got this. I got 4 of these. And then I got, oops, don't fall. This one. Aren't these so cute? They're not that hard to do up. And then I got 2 that are this color. I don't know if I like this color. It's supposed to be pink, but put that back in. Oops, one fell. Okay. Then I got these little things. Little monsters. Look at that. These are the... I got them in all different colors. Different color eyes. Aren't these cute? And I got pink and brown. I got some other ones. Oh, they're over there. I might have to grab them. They're pretty much the same, just different colors. Alright, and then that's everything I took to that show. Now, since then, I've made other things for my next show. Oh, I gotta get it. Whoa. 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 What's anything doing? Alright. I made this little ghost with the witch hat. Isn't that so cute? Now, I made 2 other ones. I was going to put witch hats on them, but I decided to leave them just as ghost. I mean, later on, I might put a witch hat on them, but right now I'm just leaving them as ghost. So that's a new one that I made since I last market. Then I made these cute little things. Flower buddies. Got it different colors. Oh, that's cute. Green. I got this little duck. That's a rattler. I had another one made, but I gave it to my grandbaby. Isn't that cute? And I did the eyes like this so they would be baby safe. Even though the safety eyes are supposed to go in and not come off, I've made some before where they've come off after I put them in and sewed them up. So anything I want that's geared toward babies, I'm not going to put safety eyes in. I'm going to do this. That's another one of those. Okay. These, I have no idea what these are. My grandkids know what they are. They're axolotls. I guess they're in, I don't know if they're in a game or where they come from, but all I know is that they're very popular. This is one thing that I made that pretty much every other crocheter makes, and that's because they sell very well. I mean, when Erica and Kylie saw me making this, they went ballistic. They got the first 2 I made because they had to have them. So, axolotls, I made those. That one there. Oh, and there's a purple one. Let's see. So far, I've only made one of these. Don't know if I'm going to make any more. I mean, it's cute and everything, but I already have a dog one, and this one, the arms are a little crooked. It's a little puppy. See, and that's the safety nose. I made him after I got the safety nose. So you got a little tail. I think if I do him again, I'll do one less row on his head, because his head, I mean, especially from the back, looks like It's too big, too long. I'm running out of room over here. Let's see. Oh, and then I made this little walrus, or little seal, a sea lion. Got a little tail. Let's see, what else do I have? I showed you that. I showed you that. I showed you that. Okay. Look at this cute little duck. I love this duck with the little hat. Love this duck. This is the only one I've made so far because I ran out of the yellow yarn. So I got to get some more yellow yarn so I can make some more of these because I absolutely love this. I think it's just, out of everything that I've made, this is the one I like best. It's adorable. Actually, I did make 2 more. But of course, here's the thing. I make these because Erica lives here now and she sees me make them. She wants one. So usually the first one I make, I give to her. And usually the first one I make might have like a little, isn't as perfect as the second and the other ones because it's the first one. So I give it to her. Well, what happens is then Kylie comes over and Erica says, Kylie, look what Mime made. Mime, you got to give one to Kylie. So now I have to give one to Kylie. So I'm trying to have like 3 of each things in my booth. But I have to crochet 5 because 2 of them go to the kids. So I did actually make 3, but 2 of them went to the kids. And then I ran out of yellow yarn. Now I got to get some more yellow yarn. And then the last thing I have to show you, and these are so cute too, is kitty cats. See the kitty cat? See, and these 2 I gave the safety nose. I like the safety nose better. I'm not too sure I like the whiskers, how I did the whiskers. I mean, I did it the way the instructions said, but, you know, you get this one, the little ears. And then, oh, I got this one. I made 4 of these because these were so fun to make. And they took literally about 15 minutes to make these. Now, I have a pattern for these that are bigger, and I did make one, but I gave it to Erica. But I don't like that one because the bigger one takes so much stuffing. Because, you know, I mean, it's like big, and it's like, no. So I do the little ones because they don't take up as much polyfill. And then I only got 1 of these made too. I got to get, eventually I'll make some more. I don't even know if I'm going to put this in the market because I love it so much. The little chicken. I got to do something about the beak. I don't like the way they tell me to do the beak. So look at that little tail. Just love it. Don't you just love it? And then I got 1 more thing that I made, but I haven't finished it, and I probably won't make any more like this, because even though I love it, because I'm having a hard time putting it together. And this is a butterfly I made. Now, the wings aren't attached yet, and I'm having a little hard time getting them attached the way I think they look good. I don't know. And I don't know if I like the color. I haven't done the antennas yet. Maybe once I put the antennas on, it'll look a little bit better. But it's just, I don't like the color I did this. Maybe if I do it in a yellow or something, it would look better. I don't know. What do y'all think? You think it looks good once I get the antennas on? Would you buy it? I mean, it was fun. I love making the wings. You know, and I thought, well, maybe I could take the wings and put the wings on something else, you know, like, I don't know what. Like on the puppy dog, make it a fairy or something. I don't know. No. So, I don't know. If I can figure out how to attach these wings so I like the way they look, then I might make more later on, but I don't know. Of course, Erica's already laid claim to this one. I told her, nope, you can't have this one unless Mime decides to make more. Because if I don't make more, this one's going to be mine. That's it. Well, I got more crochet, but I won't show it to you now. I'll save it for the next video. Because I want to save some of the stuff that I'm doing for markets for different videos so that I'll have more content per video. that make sense? I hope so, because it kind of does to me, but oh no, I got my thumb stuck. Okay, okay, it's out. I put my thumb in here and it got stuck. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. So yeah, so I got, like crochet hats, crochet headbands, coasters, bags. I got some other stuff that crocheted that I'll show you next time. And then between now and my next video, I'm going to pull out some of the pins that I've made, because I made some of the pins. I got 3 categories. I got the beaded pins, then I got the fancy pins, then I got the really fancy pins. And the regular beaded pins I sell for $8. $7. I'm sorry, $7. Then the fancy pins I sell for $10, and the really fancy ones I sell for $15. And when I show it to you, you'll understand why I'm charging $15. In fact, someone told me I should be charging $20, but it's like, I don't know. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Ooh, let me show you. Let me show you a haul. It's not crochet haul. It's beads, because I've been ordering beads for the pins. You'll see, and some of these I already have. See the little bow? That'll go in a pin. I love these. I got some of these. I made pins with these already, so I got a couple more. Something fell. Picking it up. Okay. Look at that bead. Isn't it adorable? See, the pins that have like this stuff on it is the ones that cost $15. Because this right here, this one bead cost me $2. So, that's why I only got one. Gotta put it back in here now. But there's one seller, there's one lady that's on, have y'all ever heard of Whatnot? I've never heard of it until recently, and that's where, but there's one lady there, and that's where I get all my beads from. See, I got these. I'm going to have some Halloween ones. Here's another one that's got things that dangle from it. Let's see, where else? Got these beads. These are so pretty. But yeah, I get all my beads and stuff from her. Whoops. Dropping stuff all over here. And then here's a bag of different assortment of beads that I get. And then let me show you some of the pins that. There's a couple of pins. This is where I put the beads on. And then this is a seam ripper. Another pin. Look at that. And these pins I use for my $15 pins, because they cost more than regular pins. And there's a book. This is a bookmark you can put beads on. And I got a bunch of keychains. So yeah. So I've been doing a lot. And yesterday I was sitting here and I was crocheting, and I'm like, all right, I'm getting sick of crocheting. I don't want to crochet no more. So I want to stitch. I'm getting the stitchy bug was calling me. It bit me. So today I started stitching. I'm going to show you what I'm stitching. Y'all have seen it before. If y'all watched, oh, I can't get this off. If y'all watched me on Absent-Minded Stitchers, this is something that me and Terry was stitching together, and we were playing that game War with the cards and everything, but we've since don't do that anymore. So I am, let me take that off. I don't want y'all to see that. I'm almost finished with Autumn Rules, so I picked it up. And this is what I got, and I had all this done. So all this I did today. The acorn, the lines, the give thanks, and that's a flower. And I'll probably, once I'm done with this video, I will probably work on it some more. But I'm close to being done. I mean, I got... Y'all might remember I cut up my pattern, remember? So this is where I'm at right now. We're right here. So I just got this part to do and I'll be done. And I will work on this until it is done. And then once it's done, then I'll... Sorry. I will pick something else to do. Yeah. So let's see, what else can we talk about? Let's talk about the New Jersey retreat. I'm going. Me and Terry are going together. We're actually going to go up there on the Wednesday and stay till Sunday. We're taking the train. We are so excited. I think every time we talk together, we talk about the retreat. We love talking about the retreat. So if you're going, I can't wait to see you. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. And that's it. That's all. Like I said, I'm still going to be cross stitching. I'm still going to show cross stitching on this channel, but I'm also going to do a lot of stuff about my market and going to markets and crocheting for the markets and making pins for the markets, you know, and stuff like that. I might do a video where I show you how I make my pins or something, or I don't know, something. So, you know, come see me. It'll be a little bit different. I'm gonna so it's gonna be a little bit of everything. I don't know. Anyway, well, that's it. It didn't take as long. I thought I had more to say, but evidently I don't. It's only 27 minutes, which is okay. All right, well, that's it. I'm a little rusty, I think. I think that's what it is. I'll get back in the groove. You know I will. All right, that's it. I never said who I was, did I? See, I never do that. Never do that because I figured if y'all watching me, y'all know who I am. I'm Joe, by the way, for anyone here who's new and stayed to the very last minute. All right, bye, guys. We'll see you next time.